Hello everybody. Today I would like to tell you a short conversation between a man and a woman. The conversation 1. The woman told the man that she loved the way the singer sang. The man agreed with her and he said the singer had a beautiful voice. The woman commented that she hoped she could get a ticket for her concert. The woman conversation 2. The man asked the woman if the telephone repair person had come. The woman replied that he hadn't yet, and she said the repair person had said he could come after lunch. The man complained to the woman about the fact that they couldn't use their phone until this afternoon. Conversation 3. The woman told the man that she would like to apply for a loan. The man asked her to fill out that form, and she one of their officers. The woman commented that she hoped she could be to get the money that day. Conversation 4. The man told the woman that he had read her new books, and he thought she was a great writer. The woman thanked him for that, and she asked her if he had read all her books. The man replied that unfortunately, he hadn't had time because he wrote novels too. Conversation 5. The woman told the man that service in that restaurant was very slow. The man commented that he hoped their waiter would come soon because he was very hungry. The woman complained to the man about the fact that their waiter hadn't even brought their drinks, and she said she couldn't give her tip. Conversation 6. The man told the woman that he finally had an appointment with his doctor that afternoon. The woman asked the man if he had had that cold all week. The man agreed, and he said then he had a cough and his back hurt. Conversation 7. The man told the woman that he was planning to give tests the first day of school. The woman replied that she didn't like giving tests. The man commented that if his students heard that, they wanted to go to his class. Conversation 8. The woman asked the man what time the accountant was coming that afternoon. The man replied that as soon as he had finished the test form. The woman commented that she hoped he added the number correctly that time. The conversation 9. The man advised the woman to eat less and to exercise more. The woman complained to the man about the fact that first he had changed her diet, and then he wanted her to exercise. The man replied that as her physician, he knew what was the best for her. Conversation 10. The man asked the woman to hurry up because the taxi was there. The woman replied that the driver could wait a few minutes, and she could be right there. The man commented that he hoped the driver didn't put the matter on. Conversation 11. The woman told the man that flower was beautiful, and so the price was colorful. The man agreed, and he said he had grown them himself from seed. The woman commented that he wished he could grow pretty plants as his flowers. Conversation 12. The man told the woman that he had got a hero tip for his last passenger. The woman was surprised at that, and she asked her how much. The man replied that the fare was only $5, and the passenger had tipped to him $2. Conversation 13. The woman asked the man if she had got in the phone message. The man agreed, and he said the mechanic said he had finished to repair her new car. The woman was happy about that, and she said she could pick it up after her tennis lesson that afternoon. Conversation 14. The man, Mr. Gomez, asked the woman how he could help her. The woman replied that she would like to book a flight to Paris the following week. The man replied that he could get her a good price on that, and he asked if she would like him to reserve a hotel room for her. The conversation 15. The woman asked the man if he played with the city worker. The man agreed, and he replied that he played the violins. The woman commented that she heard he was having a concert at the stadium the following week, and she asked if he could get her some tickets.